Hey, what's up guys? Tom from Positive Lead Diagnostics. Today we're working on a 2015 Volkswagen Golf with a 1.8 liter engine. And guess what the complaint is? This car will not come out of park. Alright guys, so the check engine light, EPC later on, air transmission on the dash, and right now it's in park. Won't come out of park. And if you look real close, it says that it's in reverse. So both of the reverse lights are on. Alright guys, so I'm going to put the scan tool on it. I already have a hunch of where we're going. I'll show you that in a minute. Let's see what kind of faults are stored in this, and we'll go from there. Alright, so in the ECM we have a park neutral switch, input circuit low, P1624, malfunction lamp active. It's a requirement, so that would probably be from the TCM. U0402, invalid data received from the TCM. U0101, lost communication with the TCM. Another 402, invalid data. And then we have down here in the TCM, so we do have communication, P0613 TCM processor, input speed sensor circuit high, signal wire for the gear display, electrical air, torque converter clutch, pressure control solenoid, signal wire for gear display, signal wire for Tiptronic, signal wire for Tiptronic, output speed sensor, input speed sensor, and selector lever and plausible signal. Alright, so a bunch of these faults, and they're all hanging out around the TCM. Alright guys, I think this is going to be an easy one, and I'll show you why in a sec. But just doing some visual inspections and cars that have been in accidents, things like that, it's good to look for. Even if it was repaired, sometimes the paint peeling, you know, the paint jobs don't look right. So this one kind of got lucky. This vehicle was in an accident not too long ago, so there's a huge dent on the driver's side on the fender, and guess where the TCM lives? Behind the driver's fender. So the first thing I want to do, I'll show you a shot of it, and then what I'm just going to pull that TCM out of there and see if there's any damage, which I think we're going to find some. So let me show you where this thing was hit at. So a nice dent all right here. It's all crushed. Fender's pushed in here, and I'm pretty sure the TCM lives right in here. So not a good spot to be with an accident right there. So I'm gonna pull it out real quick and see if there's any damage to it, which I think there's gonna be. All right guys, there was a couple bolts I had to take out just to be able to get this fender to flex a bit, like a 10 millimeter here, a couple 10 millimeters here that were already exposed from the dent, and then a couple Torx screws holding this fender liner back. And sure enough, TCM is just kind of hanging on in here. There's a bracket that I guess is supposed to hold it up here. That's just kind of hanging out there. So here's the TCM. Nice big crack in it right here. Bunch of water coming out of it. So damaged in the accident, and it probably got filled with water. It didn't happen right away. A couple screws here. I'll try to get this thing opened up. Ooh yeah. It's filled with dirty green water. Okay, so I finally got it out. It's just a case, there's a nice seal in there. And I just wanted to take a look at this board. First things first, it's soaked. Bunch of green crusties right here. Green crusties up here. Green crusties right there. I just wanted to get a shot of this board. Yeah, looks like crap. It's all wet. Looks cool though. Alright guys, so right now pretty safe to say this thing needs a TCM to start. It's damaged, it's wet, it's green. One of the good things is that we can communicate with it, so we can pull the old coating whenever we replace the new one if they want it done. So I'll show you where to get that with the scan tool, and if we get the new one, then we'll just program it. Alright, so from this screen, we're going to right click. We will go to Control Module OBD, and we'll go right to Identification. So there it gives you the part number, software version, and we'll scroll down, and right here is the long coding. So pretty much you would just write this down. Alright guys, so I got the new TCM. I'm going to install it. And if we need to, we can code it manually from the old long coding, or we can code it online. So first things first, I'll put a maintainer on it, and then I'll install this, or just plug it in for right now, and then we'll do the coding. Alright guys, so I just plugged the new one in. I haven't done any coding yet, nothing like that. I'm just going to turn the key on. And notice there's no air transmission, and it says we're in park. It already will shift out of park. I haven't done any coding yet. Let's go look at the lights. Reverse lights are out. Let's see here. All right. So the new one is plugged in. DTC memory. Update it, no faults. And let's go into coding. Binary coding. And our first bit was an 01. That's 01. Second bit is 02. Third bit 00, fourth bit 00, fifth bit is a 0C, and the rest were zeros, so we can apply, perform the coding. No, we check for errors, yes. Cannot reset the code. Control module. Okay. All right, coding. That's pretty easy. Identify it. There would be the other way to code it, would be coding it online, in which you need a Gecko ID. It would be this one right here. If we go back, Address word is 0002. Special functions. We can go down here to code online. So we would type in 02. And pretty much this just goes to Volkswagen database, pulls the coding and applies it. So then right here is where it asks you for your Getco ID and password. And it was coded, successful. I do switch ignition off. Ignition's off, and then it does a 30-second count. And now we'll switch it back on. And it should do a 10-second count now. Communication with the control modules is being established. And the transmission electronics has been successfully encoded. And we're done. Okay guys, it's coded, no lights on the dash. Let's see, it says we are in park. And it will shift out. Sweet. Alright guys, so a nice easy one. We got lucky with the damage. There's the old TCM. Nice green crusty board. And it's nice and wet in there. You can see the crack in the housing. So just something to point out, if we didn't see that damage there, you know, because this didn't happen right away. The customer didn't say, I was in an accident and now I can't shift out of park. You know, this happened over time after this TCM filled up with water. So the TCM was damaged in the accident, but it didn't affect anything until it was actually filled up with some water. But imagine if the customer took this to the body shop and had it fixed. Would have been nice to know, hey, this thing was in an accident, was hit right here on the driver's fender. Guess what? The TCM lives behind there. So you need to look at that. So nice simple one guys, replacing a TCM and coding it, doing the manual coding and online coding. So I hope you guys enjoy this video and thanks for watching.